Now, negativity, which has recently mushed against. First of all, let's look at what is the source of this negativity. This negativity the source is internal. It is internal, which is generated locally by our own people for the purposes of social media consumption, so that it can reach to certain personalities and destinations and capitals which should respond negatively to Zimbabwe. So that's the scenario about what is the problem about the negativity which is there. And so the consumer is social media, and also those people who are outside. Yes, as a nation, like any other nation, we have got challenges, especially under the COVID-19 scenario. We've had lockdowns. We've had a slowed down economy. But for the past 2 decades, we've been under sanctions. And the economy has always been limping as a result of that. Now, because of all these, there is climate change, which is a direct consequence of drought, of cyclone dives, and even of lower generation of power. So there is less generation of food in the agricultural sector. And I'm happy that now government is by all means developed a strategy of arresting some of these challenges. But having said that, because of COVID-19, there's been lockdowns, and you will recall that many of our people are in the informal sector. And because of the limitation, I had a question being asked here about why are the combis or minibuses not being. The key is, will they be able to undertake rules and regulations of wearing masks and temperature testing and all those issues? And that's why all the combis are invited actually at this moment in time as the informal sector to join their combis to ZUPCO so that they can play a part under a regulated framework. But of course, to do that, they have to ensure that the combis are safe. So the gamut of issues which are being seen have been associated sometime with a lot of activities which have been launched, state managed in this country, to a point that they are seen as real. Some of these issues, with due respect, are propagated by different personalities. And we are saying that when we take, for example, the burial trust of the remains of the liberation struggle, which are lined up because there's been an exhumation project, and there are skeletons which are lying all over across, which are going to be put in specific burial positions and coffins. And then that picture is taken. And it is taken and is propagated by ourselves. And ourselves, it becomes a consuming point for the external capital. Naturally, people are bound to respond in a particular way. But the real point which I can address to you is that the problem is that we as Zimbabweans must be Zimbabweans first. Our priority must be Zimbabwe first before. It is pointless to destroy your own home as if you've got a second country where to go to. And if there are issues which are not understood, it is far much better as Zimbabweans that they must be discussed. So I thought that I should just respond in this way, in a manner that the whole problem emanates from intent. Thank you.